The phone in your pocket may have an emergency feature you have never tested, but it is not a secret switch that works on every model. Some Android phones include an active FM tuner that can receive local broadcasts without mobile data or Wi-Fi. Many newer phones do not expose one at all, and iPhones cannot be transformed into FM radios by tapping a hidden setting. That distinction matters when a hurricane, wildfire, flood, or ice storm takes down power and cellular service. Broadcast radio can remain available when calls, texts, and internet connections fail. But believing an unsupported phone will suddenly become a radio in a crisis is more dangerous than knowing the truth today. Welcome to Buried Fixes. In the next few minutes, we will identify which phones can genuinely receive over-the-air FM, how to test yours safely, and what to buy if it cannot. We will also separate three systems. People often confuse ordinary FM broadcasts, wireless emergency alerts delivered through cellular networks, and dedicated weather or emergency radios. You will not need a subscription, a risky download, or a mysterious unlock app. By the end, you will have a practical backup plan you can verify tonight, before the network disappears and before misinformation becomes another emergency or panic. The value of radio becomes clearest after everything else begins to fail. When Hurricane Maria struck Puerto Rico in 2017, the electrical grid collapsed, cellular sites lost power, and many communities struggled for days or weeks to make a call. Battery-powered radios and car radios became essential sources of local news, relief information, and weather updates. The pattern has repeated in other disasters. During the 2021 Texas winter storm, widespread power failures disrupted internet access and forced residents to conserve phone batteries. During wildfires, towers may be damaged, overloaded, or shut down as evacuation traffic surges. After Hurricane Helene in 2024, mountainous communities in western North Carolina faced severe communications outages, while local broadcasters continued sharing road closures, supply locations, and recovery information. Radio is not indestructible. Stations can lose power, antennas can be damaged, and reception depends on distance and terrain. But broadcast systems have one advantage. A single transmitter can reach thousands of receivers at once. It does not need to establish a separate two-way connection with every listener. That makes radio a valuable backup, not a magical replacement for every communication system. The mistake is waiting until the emergency begins to discover whether your phone can receive it. The right time to test that capability and build an alternative if it cannot is while the lights are still on. Start with the model number. Two phones carrying the same family name can use different processors, antennas, or carrier firmware. On Android, open Settings, choose About Phone, and write down the model code. Then check the manufacturer's specifications or support page for the words FM radio, FM tuner, or broadcast radio. If FM support is listed, search the app drawer for a radio or FM radio application. Open it and connect wired earphones if the phone requests them. On many compatible models, the headphone cable serves as the antenna. Bluetooth earbuds cannot perform that role, although some phones may let you send the received audio to a Bluetooth speaker after a wired antenna is connected. Next, switch on airplane mode, reopen the radio application, and scan for a local station. If you still hear the broadcast with Wi-Fi and mobile data disabled, you have confirmed genuine over-the-air reception. If the program stops, buffers, or displays an internet warning, it is a streaming app, not an FM receiver. Do not assume that searching settings for radio will reveal a hidden toggle. Modern Android versions depend on hardware support, manufacturer firmware, and a compatible tuner application. Installing random APK files cannot create missing circuitry or reconnect an antenna path disabled in hardware. If the manufacturer does not list FM reception, contact its support team with your model code. Unless support confirms otherwise, treat that phone as incompatible and prepare a separate receiver. A 5-minute test now is far safer than trusting an unverified shortcut during an actual evacuation. Current iPhones do not provide a built-in, user-accessible FM receiver, and no app can activate one. A cheap Lightning to FM or USB-C to FM product may be mislabeled. Many of these accessories are FM transmitters that send audio from your phone to a car radio. They do not receive broadcasts. A genuine external tuner must contain receiving hardware, antenna, and compatible software. Before buying one, confirm that it receives over-the-air FM, works with your iPhone and operating system version, and functions without internet access. If not, choose a battery radio instead. It will usually be simpler, safer, and easier to verify. Google Pixel phones require the same caution. FM capability inside a modem or chipset does not prove that the manufacturer connected the necessary antenna path, enabled the firmware, or exposed controls to Android. There is no universal Pixel application that safely awakens a dormant tuner. The original Next Radio service was wound down years ago. Unrelated applications using similar names may simply stream stations through the internet. Likewise, old enthusiast tools such as Spirit FM were created for limited combinations of rooted hardware and firmware. They are not reliable emergency solutions for modern phones. The rule is simple. Software can control supported radio hardware, but it cannot manufacture missing connections. If your phone fails the airplane mode test, do not gamble on an unlock. Spend the money on a small receiver whose FM or weather band function you can physically test. The second persistent myth, an FM chip does not automatically turn a phone into an off-grid emergency text receiver. FM carries local broadcast audio. RDS, or RBDS in the United States, adds a digital data stream that can display items such as a station name, program information, or short text. A receiver must specifically support and expose those features. The presence of an FM tuner alone does not guarantee that emergency messages will appear on a phone screen. The Emergency Alert System, or EOS, works differently. Authorized alerts can interrupt participating AM and FM radio, television, cable, and satellite programming with warning tones and spoken information. If you are listening to a functioning local station, you may hear evacuation orders or other urgent instructions through that broadcast. Wireless emergency alerts, known as WEA, are the messages that appear directly on compatible mobile phones. They are distributed through participating cellular networks, not through the phone's FM tuner. They may work when ordinary calls are congested, but the phone still needs coverage from an operating cell site. NOAA weather radio is another separate layer. Its nationwide network continuously broadcasts official weather and hazard information on 7 frequencies outside the commercial FM band. A standard FM-only receiver cannot tune to them. You need a radio specifically labeled for NOAA weather radio. Models with same capability can trigger alerts for selected geographic areas. No single channel is guaranteed. The strongest emergency setup combines cellular alerts, local broadcast radio, and a dedicated weather receiver. Redundancy, not a hidden chip, is the real life-saving feature. Here is the setup to complete tonight. First, search settings for emergency alerts and confirm that government and public safety alerts are enabled. Second, save the frequencies of local AM and FM stations. If your Android phone passed the airplane mode test, keep wired earphones beside it. If it failed, or if you use an iPhone or Pixel without FM support, add a battery-powered radio to your emergency kit. A model covering AM, FM, and NOAA weather radio gives you additional ways to receive information. Third, protect your power. Store a charged power bank and the correct cable for every phone in the household. Keep spare batteries, check them for leakage, and replace them. A hand crank or solar option can help during a long outage, but test it before depending on it. Finally, run the system once. Turn off Wi-Fi and mobile data. Tune to a station, locate the weather channel, and make sure everyone in the household knows where the equipment is stored. Preparation only counts when it works under pressure. Your phone may not contain the secret emergency radio promised online, but a tested communication plan is more valuable than any hidden setting. If you want more practical fixes that separate useful technology from dangerous myths, subscribe to Buried Fixes. Share this video with someone preparing an emergency kit, and I'll see you in the next one.